हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। आज हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं इलेक्शन के बारे में। तो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द इलेक्शंस। व्हाट इज इलेक्शंस एंड देयर प्रोसीजर्स। आर्टिकल्स 344 324 to 329 in part 15th of the constitution make the following provisions with regard to electoral system in our country. The constitution, article 324, provides for an independent election commission in order to ensure free and fair election. If I talk about the election commission, then I have been taught previous lectures this topic in details. You can go and watch this session complete and understand quickly what about the election commission. Election commission in order to ensure free and fair election in the country. The power of superintendence, direction and conduct of elections to the parliament. The state legislature, the office of the president and the office of the vice president is vested in the commission. Total executive. At present, the commission consists of chief election commissioner and 2 election commissioners. Total 3 commissioners in this commission. Which commission? Chief election commission. Second point क्या है? There is to be only one general electoral roll for every territorial constituency for elections to the parliament and the state legislature. Thus, the constitution has abolished the system of communal representation and separate electorate also, which lead to partition of the country. That's why this is make difference. No person is to be ineligible for inclusion in electoral rolls on grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex, or any of them. Further, no person can claim to be included in any special electoral roll for any constituency on grounds only on religion, race, caste, or sex or place of birth. Thus, the Constitution has accorded equality to every citizen in matter of electoral franchise. Number 4. The elections to the Lok Sabha and the state assemblies are to be on the basis of adult franchise. ठीक है, लोक सभा के इलेक्शन एंड स्टेट असेंबली के इलेक्शन किसके बेसिस पे होंगे? अडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज. दस इस प्रकार एवरी पर्सन हु इज अ सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया एंड हु इज 18 years of age is entitled to vote at the election provided he is not disqualified under the provisions of the constitution or any law made by appropriate legislature. Appropriate legislature means parliament or state legislature on the ground of non-residence, unsound mind, and parliament may make provisions with respect to all matters relating to elections to the parliament and the state legislature, including the preparation of electoral rolls, the delimitation of constituency, and the other matters necessary for securing due and delimitation constituencies and other all matters relating to the elections is decided by the parliament, not the election commission. This point is also remember. The state legislature can also make provisions with respect to all matters relating to election and state legislature, including the preparation of electoral roll, means election regarding the center in the same center in the same Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha, provisions made by parliament, and the election regarding state provisions, all provisions relating to elections made by the state legislature, not the chief election commissioner. Okay. 7 point. The constitution declares that the validity of any law relating to the delimitation of constituency or the allotment of seat through such constitution cannot be questioned in any court, and the delimitation constituencies decided by the constitution which followed by the parliament or state legislature respectively regarding center and the state. The constitution lays down that no election to the parliament or the state legislature is to be questioned except by election petitions. When any petition has been filed by others, then government take actions. Article 323b empowers the appropriate legislature or parliament or state to establish a tribunal for adjudication of election disputes. It also provides for exclusion of jurisdiction of the all courts except special leave appeal jurisdiction of the Supreme Court in such disputes. election related disputes has been solved by the parliament or state legislature according to the article 323b of the constitution. Okay, so far no such tribunal has been established. It must be noted here that Chandra Kumar case 1997, the Supreme Court declared this provision as unconstitutional. Consequently, if at any time an election tribunal is established, an appeal from its decision lies to High Court. Okay? Election machinery. Let's talk about the Election Commission of India, which you have been studied my earlier classes. And if you didn't study my videos, then go and watch the previous video of Election Commission, and then you can understand in details. Election Commission of India. Under the Article 324 of the Constitution of India, the Election Commission of India is vested with the power of superintendent, direction, and control of conducting elections to the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assemblies. The Election Commission of India is a three-member body with one chief election commissioner and two election commissioners. The President of India appoints the chief election commissioner and the election commissioner. Chief Electoral Officer. The Chief Electoral Officer of state or UTs is authorized to supervise the election work in the state or union territory, subject to overall superintendence, direction, and control of the Election Commission. The Election Commission of India nominates or designates an officer of government of state or UTs. District Election Officer means सेंट्रल में कौन करता है इलेक्शन हैंडल और डायरेक्शन, चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर, और चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर के साथ दो और कमिश्नर, तो वो स्टेट में कौन करता है चीफ एग्जीक्यूटिव इलेक्टोरल ऑफिस और यूटीज और स्टेट में, और डिस्ट्रिक्ट में कौन करता है डिस्ट्रिक्ट इलेक्शन ऑफिसर, सब्जेक्ट टू सुपरिटेंडेंट डायरेक्शन कंट्रोल ऑफ चीफ इलेक्टोरल ऑफिसर. द डिस्ट्रिक्ट इलेक्शन ऑफिसर सुपरवाइज द इलेक्शन वर्क ऑफ द डिस्ट्रिक्ट. The Election Commission of India nominates or designates and officers of state governments as the district election officer in consultation with the state government. Returning officer, what is RO? The returning officer of parliamentary or assembly constituency is responsible for conduct of elections in the parliamentary or assembly constituency. In the sense, assembly constituency in the sense Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The Election Commission of India nominates or designated an officer of government or a local authority as a returning officer for each of the assembly and parliament constituency in consultation with the state government. In addition to the election of the India also appoints one of the more assistant returning officer for each of the assembly. Electoral registration officer. The electoral registration officer is responsible for preparation of electoral rolls for parliamentary or assembly constituency. The Election Commission of India, in consultation with state or UT, appoints officer of the government or the local authority the electoral registration officer. Presiding officer. The presiding officer with the assistance of polling officers conduct the poll at polling station. The district election officer appoints the presiding officer and the polling officer in case of UTs, and such appointments are made by the returning officer. Let's talk about the observer. The Election Commission of India nominates officer of government as observer for parliamentary and assembly constituencies. These are the general observer. The commission deploys general observer in adequate number of ensure smooth conduct of elections. Expenditure observers from central government services are appointed to keep a close watch on election expenditure and of the candidates. Public observer and police observer. The commission deploys IPS officer as a police observer at state and district levels, depending upon the sensitivity. Awareness observer. For the first time in the 16th Lok Sabha election 2014, the commission deployed Central Awareness Observer to observe efficient and effective management of electoral process at the field of level, mainly in respect of voter awareness and facilitation. Election process. Time of elections. Elections for the Lok Sabha and every state assembly have to take place every 5 years, unless called earlier. The president can dissolve Lok Sabha and call a general election 5 year in up schedule of election. When the 5 year limit is up, or the legislature has been dissolved, the new election has been called. The election commission puts it into effect machinery for holding an elections. The commission normally announces the schedule of elections in the major press conference a few weeks before the formal process is set a motion. Formal process for the election start with notification calling upon the electoral to elect members of the House. As soon as notification is issued, candidates can start filling their nominations in their constitution from where they wish to contest. The commission compiles the complete list of members elected and issue an appropriate notification for the due constitution of the House. With the process of elections in the complete and president in case of Lok Sabha and the governor concerned state. Oath and affirmation necessary for a candidate to make and subscribe an oath and affirmation before or by the election commission for any particular election. The authorized person are simple returning officer, assistant returning officer. Election campaign, polling days, ballot paper symbols, voting procedure, electronic voting machine. An electronic voting machine is a simple electronic device used to record votes in place of ballot papers and boxes which are used earlier in conventional and voting system. Supervising elections, counting of votes, media coverage, election petitions. It's done for the today. Let's talk about the next topic tomorrow. Then, thank you and धन्यवाद.